can the Trendsetter ask for more, folks? I don't think I can. But I'm kind of greedy now since we're in Las Vegas. Here at AVN 2018, Ariana Marie with me right here. Ariana, thank you so much for a few minutes of your time. It's greatly appreciated. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. I'm meeting all the fans, so I can't be happier. I love meeting everybody. So
now, speaking of meeting everybody, I always ask every talent I ever interview, whether it be wrestling, because we cover professional wrestling on the High Spot podcast as well. What's it like when you engage with the audience and the fans? Because to me, I can only imagine from the talent's perspective, what it's like to talk to people, speak to them, take a photo, do an autograph for them. Is it humbling? Is it overwhelming at times?
yeah, I mean, I'm always very humbled by everyone that comes up to me. There's couples that come up to me and they're like, "We love you so much." And I'm like, "Oh, like thank you."
Me? You love me?
Like you love me? Thanks. Out of all these pretty girls, you love me. But yeah, it is a little overwhelming because you do have so many people that want to meet you, and then
Can't meet everybody at once.
right. And so lines start happening, and then you see the people, 5 people back, and they're like sitting there like kind of tapping their feet. They're like, "Oh, I want to meet my Ariana Marie already." So
Yeah, I'm usually the guy they want to kick off because I'm taking too much time.
it's okay. We're doing something cool here, so.
Yes, exactly. This place is like basically like 2017. Everything that happened there is happening here in 2018 for AVN. So all the hard work coming forefront here at AVN. So for you, in 2018, I wouldn't say New Year's resolutions because people kind of break those immediately as soon as they start making it. But what kind of personal goals long term are you looking for? Not necessarily in your work, but just in your life that you want to kind of try to do in 2018.
Well, 2018, I'm married, so me and my husband are in this.
How long?
We've been married for a little over a year now.
Congratulations.
So we're in the swinger lifestyle and everything, so we hook up with other people, but I think we want to have a baby at some point. I know a lot of fans don't want to hear that, but it's
It's your life.
Right, exactly. So I think a baby's in my future, but I still want to be behind the camera as far as like maybe directing, producing, and then maybe after I have a baby, come back and do some more scenes. But overall, I think my out when I'm ready to retire completely is real estate. So
Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty interesting. I mean, hey, that's always going to be a business thriving. Everybody needs land.
Yeah.
So definitely going to need a real estate agent, especially yourself. Sign me up. Find me a home.
I'll
But
be your real estate.
find me a home. But, with that being said, it seems like a lot of things, like when you're a performer and now you're describing what you're going to do in 2018, a lot of balancing stuff out. How do you do that? What's the key do you use to kind of balance all those things? Because it could eventually be very overwhelming at times.
Yeah, so I'm still going to be shooting. I don't think I want to, get pregnant or anything until, maybe later,
Down the road.
Yeah. But I think a good balance is to just not get caught up in everything. I don't get very political about the awards or anything. I don't think it's healthy because if you don't win, then you get really disappointed, discouraged, and everything. But I think just maintaining normalcy. What we do isn't normal, I guess, in some people's eyes, but I still live normal and everything, so I think that's important. And
It depends on the person. It depends on your perspective what normal is.
Yeah,
Because
I'm 24 and I don't go out and party or anything.
24, I would have. Okay, I would have thought younger than that, but okay.
I don't go out and party, so I guess that's maybe a good balance, for me and everything. But I drink.
Do you feel like you're a reserved type of person in a way?
Yeah, I love being home. I get very antisocial in big groups of people.
I'm an introvert, so
Yeah.
I'm that way too. I like to keep to myself at times,
Exactly. So you understand.
except when I'm interviewing somebody.
Yeah. But if I can talk to you one-on-one, that's easy. But if I'm in a big group of people, I can't. So I think maybe that's a good balance for me. I don't know. It works for me. I've never had any issue.
Yeah, whatever works for you, right? I mean, that's ultimately what it matters. Works for you. Real quick, we cover professional wrestling on the High Spot podcast. Have you ever watched professional wrestling? Do you ever come across it, WWE or things like that?
When I was younger, I watched.
You're 24 years old. How much younger could you have been? Don't make me feel old.
I'm talking middle school. I would watch.
I'm so old right now.
WWE SmackDown.
Okay.
That was me and my brother would throw each other on the couch and be choke slam each other and everything.
Is there any particular superstar you liked watching?
I really liked watching Stone Cold.
Stone Cold Steve Austin?
Yeah, I can never say his name. And The Rock, of course. Who else? Tom, what is it? What is his name? Something Hardy he was with.
Jeff Hardy, Matt Hardy, which one? Jeff Hardy's the one that kind of is a little bit
No,
eccentric.
I know who you're talking about because they were with Lita.
Yeah, they were with Lita.
No, this is the guy that was paired up with Triple H.
Paired up with Shawn Michaels?
Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid. Yeah, how could we forget Shawn Michaels? Honestly.
So, yeah, I watched a little bit of wrestling.
One final thing for me is basically, I compare wrestling and the adult film industry, and people are like, how do you do that? Well, in professional wrestling, it's very competitive, especially, everybody's trying to get TV time, everybody's trying to get exposure out there so people know who they are so they can build their brand. In the sense, you're building your brand as well. So how competitive is the business in the sense where people don't really know about it, and what tools do you use to kind of expand your brand?
I think it can be very competitive.
Is it with others or yourself?
I think both. When I first got in the industry, I was like, I was like a little robot. Like I was like, oh, you want me to do this, and so I would sit back and watch my scenes, and I'm like, oh, I could do this differently. Oh, I should have done that differently. But then you also get other maybe performers that are a little bit more just like driven to like give them like the best scene ever, and that's good. But I don't try to get too caught up in it. I mean, I like to do my own thing. I like having like a hardcore, intense scene, but I'm not trying to like, I don't know.
From talking to you and watching your work, you seem to be going for more being authentic than anything like blowing something up to make it into something that's not.
Like I just did a scene recently, and I swear, hands down, probably the best scene I've done in my whole 5 years of being in this industry. And it was just because I had a good performer working with me, and like he just brought like the chemistry out. And
takes two to tango, basically.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, every day, like we're working with people that we may not know, or we may have worked with them 15 times. Like you just never know. And but yeah, it was a really good scene, and it was just natural. So. All
right, so I'm getting this stink eye from a lot of people here, so I'm gonna make this short. Thank you so much for your time. I greatly appreciate it. It's been a pleasure talking to you. Hopefully I'll talk to you down the road. Before I leave, since it's Vegas, a lot of people say what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. I don't believe that. I think a lot of people are going to know what happens here. I want to include you into a special group, a special club, initiation, basically, of a club called The Crew. And what The Crew is, basically what the High Spot podcast covers, everybody who follows this is called The Crew. So in order to be part of this initiation, really simple. All you do is put your two fingers up like this, this finger up like this, raise it like that, and then touch. And now, folks, he's officially a member of the Jersey Wrecking Crew, which basically means we're going to support you, we're going to follow you in what you do, and we're going to have your back always. So thank you. Ariana Marie, where can people catch you on social media?
They can follow me on Twitter at Ariana Marie XXX, Instagram at Ariana Marie 15_, and my website, arianamarie.com.
So by this time, if you haven't checked it out, guys, what are you waiting for? Ariana Marie, guys. Thank you so much.